It's day 176
of the 29th year and beyond. Well, today, I'm a little stuffy, but today we were doing some home improvement things around the house, and I started thinking about housing.
Okay.
And what happens when you get married and you both have a house, or you both have, your own living?
Well, that can create some interesting opportunities, let's say. If you both have a home, um, then you have to decide beforehand, okay, what are we going to do? Are we going to keep both homes? Are we going to sell one home? If we sell one home, which home would we sell? Are either the homes bought outright, or is there a mortgage still on both homes? I mean, those are like some major pieces. Um, Depending upon which home you sell, which home do you move into? Do you move into his home or her home? And how does that play out in the relationship? Because too many times, if we sold my home and I moved into your home, more times than likely, you are thinking, I own this. Even though, oh, but we're in love and we're going to come together, but this is my house.
Right.
Or vice versa.
True.
I think that's just a human kind of a mindset, whether people are cognizant of that or not. It's just like, okay, this was my house. You're moving into my house. I'm having to share my space. What do you think?
Well, I agree with you, because I think a lot of times when you move into one or the other, it does pose a problem of someone feeling like it's their thing. Or if there was an ex that lived in that house prior,
Absolutely.
then there may be
The
something.
spirit of the ex.
Yeah.
Boo!
Yeah,
because it can be quite frightening.
Yeah, and then if there are children that come along with that as well,
Right.
then
Then memories.
Yes,
Right.
and they take ownership of certain things that they say, well, Mama did that,
Right.
or,
There's
or
some
Daddy
sacred
did
spaces.
that.
Yes, sacred spaces.
Definitely.
Oh, that's challenging. Now this is my thought though, and you have to look at what's practical and what makes sense for you. Personally, I personally think it's best, if it's possible and if it's feasible, to get a new place. To remove any of those challenges. I mean, and you may be in a situation where you all could be reasonable and come together and say, no, we don't need both houses, so we'll get rid of this one. This is the most practical choice. And you move into it with a real mature kind of a objectivity, and you don't have those issues. But is that possible? It's possible. Is it probable? Probably not. And instead of moving into my space or your space, I think it's just a great idea to have our space and create new memories. Because just like you said, if there was a previous spouse, if there were children raised in either one of these situations, it has the ability to bring in all kinds of potential drama.
Now, then, if there is no other spouse or someone else or children that have attachment to something, then I think the other great thing is to consider is the value of the home or the proximity of jobs, that type of thing would also, because in going into a relationship, you're always trying to make sure that you're making sound decisions financially as well, So, if you have a home that the value of it is better than one, or selling one would bring you more money. That would allow
is there a buyer's market?
Yeah, exactly.
Is it a seller's market? I mean, there's just so many things.
Yeah.
I mean, that's not like just a quick kind of a situation. However, if you decide it's in our best interest to keep both, then how do you deal with that? Do you lease out one? Right.
Exactly.
And
one could become income.
And do you personally deal with the headaches of that? Because that can be a headache. Or do you get like a leasing company, a management company to take care of that?
Airbnb, if you're in a good area.
All those kinds of things. I mean, so there's just so many things. But again, you have to determine what's practical, what's going to be in the best interest of you as a brand new family. If you're bringing into a situation where you have previous children and I have previous children and all that, and you're combining and the relationships of blending families together has to be a priority as well, because that too can create even more challenges. I mean, this is a juicy, juicy piece. So until tomorrow, we'll need to talk about this more. Till tomorrow, if the Lord says the same.
Bye.